Okay guys, last class, previously what you learned about refraction through single surface, normal shift, how it is happening. Now we shall try to study more about that. Refraction through glass slab. When I say refraction through glass slab, there are two refractions which are going to happen through the surface. Even if when the refraction happens through glass slab, still there is a shift which is going to form. We are going to find what is that shift which is going to form. We will try to understand how that shift works. Correct now? So I will take here, let me take one slab here for our easy consideration. Let me take one slab here. Got it now? This slab, imagine that this slab is having thickness T. This slab is having thickness T. Got it now? This slab is having thickness T. Now, imagine one line on the slab. Let's say this is an object. Got it now? And here think that here one I means what? Observer is there. Who is there? Observer is there. Observer is there. Now see that what we are going to learn is, if this observer sees this object, imagine that this object is making Ix, sorry not Ix, X distance from surface 1. Let us take this is surface 2, this is mu. Got it now? This is mu. What is mu? Refractive index of this slab. Mu is the refractive index of this slab. Now see here, object is placing X distance from the surface 1. This observer wants to see this object. What shift of the object is going to happen for this observer? That is what we are going to find. Where the shift will happen, in what direction shift will happen, how much shift will happen, we are going to find. Obviously shifting of the object is going to happen. We are going to find where it is happening, we are going to find. See here, for that what I will consider is, the rays from this object has to reach observer. So observer wherever it may be, let me consider one ray. Correct now? Let me consider one ray. Think that one ray is passing from the object like this. Correct now? If I draw one normal line, what happens? This ray is, see, this is refractive index having mu. Here think that air is there, here also air is there. So the light ray is traveling from the object from rarer medium to denser medium. From rarer medium to denser medium means the object is bending towards the normal. Let us say it is bending towards the normal. Got it now? So this is what a refraction which is going to happen. So first refraction is going to happen. Usually if this object has to reach, the light ray from this object has to reach this observer, means in the slab two refractions are going to happen. So due to that two refraction, two shifts are going to form. Two shifting of the object, two times shifting of the object is going to form. So that is the complete shift, total shift of the object as seen by the observer when the light ray travels from object to observer. What are the shifts? One shift takes place due to refraction through surface 1, another shift which it takes place through refraction through surface 2. Correct now? If I talk about first shift, imagine the light has gone through this surface. Now think that you are inside this glass slab and you are watching this object. When you are inside this glass slab and you are watching this object, this light was supposed to enter your eye, but this light, refracted ray light, has entered, and that is why that light, if I extend this line, you will see the object of O at point I. Correct now? You will see the object O at point I if you are standing inside the glass slab and watching this object. Correct now? So this is the case of second case in the normal shift which I have discussed. So you will see this object O when you are inside the slab at point A. If I consider this as D1, this will become what? D2. What is the value of D2? If you ask me, it will become mu into x. Because for this surface, if this acts like apparent depth or this acts like a real depth or real height, this will be apparent height of this object when observer is inside this sphere. You have to imagine that. Correct? Now what happens? Let me write that. Refraction in surface 1. Refraction in surface 1. What is x apparent x? Sorry. What is real height here or real height here? Real height is how much? Real height is d1, which will be equal to. What is apparent length from the first surface? If you are inside this glass slab, when you are inside, apparent depth will be equal to d2, which will be equal to mu into x, which will be equal to mu into x. Now let us study about what happens. Let us come to second surface. Correct? Refraction for second surface. If you are talking about refraction through second surface, see here. If I draw one normal line again, the ray is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. It will bend away from the north. Correct? It is going to bend away from the north. It is going to bend away from the north. Let us see. Correct? Now, this ray is reaching observer eye. Of course, observer is here, but if this ray reaches observer eye, then he can see the object. Actually, now forget about first surface. Concentrate on refraction through second surface. For second surface, who is an object? I is an object. Correct? Who is an object for second surface? I will be an object for this. So what I can say, I is an object means the distance I from point this I to this second surface. Let us consider it as, what is that? D1 dash. What is that? D1 dash. I will consider it as D1 dash. What is D1 dash? The distance from the object or I for the second surface is D1 dash. What is D2? From the first surface to I is the distance. What is D1? From the object to the first surface. What is D1 dash? From second surface to the I. Now this D1 dash is the real depth for the second surface. Correct? Now, if you are concentrating here, this if you see, you are standing on the rarer medium. Now the object is inside the denser medium, having a real depth how much? D1 dash. Having a real depth D1 dash. Now forget about this first. Only I am talking about second surface. If you see second surface, if you are standing, observer is at the rarer medium, object is coming from denser medium to rarer medium, so object has to be inside denser medium. Where is the object? This is the object. So what is the real depth of the object? D1 dash from the second surface. Correct now? So now actually this is the real depth of the object for observer from the second surface. But where he is seeing? He is going to see somewhere here. What is now? He is going to see somewhere here. Let us take I dash. Correct? Now this I dash means this distance, this I dash to second surface will become D2 dash. So this will become apparent depth of the refraction through second surface. What is the real depth of for the refraction through second surface? D1 dash is the real depth for refraction through second surface, and apparent depth will become D2 dash. This is exactly same. Observer is in rarer medium, or in denser medium, object is there. Correct? No? D2 dash is the apparent depth which happens for refraction through second surface. Correct? No? So I can write here, see here, real depth for refraction. How much it is? Real depth is D1 dash. What is D1 dash? D1 dash is nothing but D2 plus T. This is T. This thickness is T. D2 plus T. What is d2? Mu x plus t. So d1 dash will become mu x plus t. d1 dash will become mu x plus t. Now x apparent, if you want to find, what is x apparent? d2 dash. If you are seeing d2 dash, this is the final image. This is the image which is observed by observer after the second refraction. Correct? No? Before two refractions, object was here. After two refractions from first surface and second surface, this is the final image which is being observed by observer when he observes through slab. Correct? No? When he observes through slab. So I will come to this later, but let us find x apparent d2 dash. d2 dash is the distance of I dash to the second surface. How much it is? d2 dash. That is d2 dash. But we know that. What is that? Here apparent depth is small, real depth is very large. So apparent depth d2 dash will be equal to how much? d1 dash divided by 2. This already we have studied about shifts. Correct? No? Because in this case, light, we are observing the object in the denser medium. So apparent depth will be less as compared to real depth. Correct? No? So it will become how much? d1 dash by 2. What is d1 dash? Mu x plus t. Correct? No? What is d1 dash? Mu x plus t. So I can write here, what is that? So I can write x apparent. What I can write? X apparent here. I am going to rub this. Here x apparent will be how much? Or d2 dash will be equal to mu x by mu plus t by mu. This will be the case. Correct now? Or this will become x plus t by mu. X plus t by mu. This is the value of d2 dash. What is d2 dash? d2 dash is the distance of the eye from the second surface. This will act like an object for the second surface. It will act like an image for the first surface. Got it now? It will act like an image. Now once I found out what is my target value, what I am trying to do, I am trying to find only one thing here. When I stand here and if I see this object, that object is making some shift. Where it is making? At point I dash. Correct now? Now I want to find what is the distance between O and I dash. I want to find what is the distance between point O and I dash. Because once I see through the slab, there is some shift which is happening. How much shift it is happening? I just want to know. How I can calculate if I find O and I dash. Got it now? So that is my target. So sorry, I have to leave an observer here. So shift due to slab will be how much? I have to find shift due to slab. Let us consider this value as S. S is equal to distance from point O to I dash. O I dash. So how to find from point O to I dash? See, D1 is this one is T. Correct? No? This is the D1 and this is. Now this D1 plus T. What is the D1 again? D1 means X only. What is that? D1 means X. X plus T minus D2 dash. X plus T minus D2 dash will give me OI dash. So X plus T minus D2 dash. What is the value? X plus T minus what is the value of D2 dash? It will become X plus T by 2. So this will become, shift will become how much? T into 1 minus 1 by 2. This is very important. What is that? Same like formula for the normal shift you got. So the shift which is happening from point O to I dash is how much? T into 1 minus 1 by mu, where mu is the refractive index of the glass with respect to observer medium. With respect to whom? With respect to observer medium. That point, this point I am stressing more. You have to remember a lot. What is that? When mu I am writing, this is the refractive index of the what is that? Glass with respect to observer medium. Are you understanding? With respect to observer. So this is one thing. What now? See here. So what is that? Another thing I will tell you. Shift is how much? T into 1 minus 1 by mu. This is a very important formula. In normal shift also we have found, in glass also. Now from this formula, one thing you can understand. What is that? The shifting of this object, when I view through this glass slab, the shifting of the object from point O to I1 dash is never going to change until and unless you change the thickness of the glass slab and if you change the refractive index of the glass slab. Until and unless these two are changing, you cannot change the, what is that you cannot change? You cannot change the shifting of this object from point O to I1 dash is not to be changed. So what I am trying to tell, if observer is here, if one object is here, you place one glass slab here. At any point if you place, until and unless you don't change thickness of the slab and refractive index of the slab, with respect to medium, that is also very important. With respect to medium, refractive index of the slab with respect to medium, if these things are not changing, what is not going to change? The shifting of the image. If you place this slab here also, you will get the shift how much? O I dash only. Are you understanding? This is what I am trying to tell. This is about which happens for the real object. Let me take for virtual object now. So such that for both how the case will happen. And one thing you observe here. Later I want to tell the direction of the shift. See here direction of the shift which is happening. The shifting of final image was at I dash from O to I. That means it is coming towards the ray. It is coming towards the ray which it is going. Correct? No? The ray is going from left side to right side. In the same manner, the shift is happening from right side to left side to right side. Correct? No? Let us go for now. Same shifting happens for virtual object. Now let us find for virtual object. What is that? Virtual object. Virtual object. See here, same thing. Let me consider one thickness of slab T. Now imagine that one ray is coming like this. Observer is here. Observer is here. Now when one ray is coming like this, what is going to happen? If I take this is normal line, light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, same thing. This is mu you take, this is air you take, this is air you take. Correct? So the object is coming from infinity and it is passing. Correct? Virtual object means what will happen if this slab was not there. If this slab was not there, this image was supposed to form here. What is that? This image was supposed to form here. Let us take, this is first surface, this is second surface. Let us take this distance as x. What is distance x? Distance from the object to first surface as x. Correct now? And it will also become t1 for the refraction to first surface. So this is what if slab was not there means the object was supposed to form here. Now object is there. This is going to bend towards the normal now. What is that? Bend towards the normal. So it will travel like this. Got it now? It will travel like this in such a manner. Again, what happens? Now it is the case that first refraction is happening through surface 1. Got it now? First refraction which is happening through surface 1. When you see that first refraction which is happening through surface 1, if imagine this second surface was not there, if second surface was not there, this image was supposed to form. Got it up? This image was supposed to form here. Where? Due to refraction through first surface, the object is here. Correct now? The object is here from the first surface, but this object is looking here for an observer. For this observer, this object will be looking here. Correct now? This is a ray which is coming from rarer medium to denser medium. So this observer will be inside the denser medium. If he is inside the denser medium, for what will happen? See, an object is coming, ray is coming from rarer medium. The object is at rarer medium and observer is at denser medium. Imagine this observer. Now forget about this surface too. Don't remember this surface too. Only I am talking about refraction through surface. The object was supposed to form here for him, but if he is observing that due to the refraction through first surface, the image is forming here for him. For whom? For observer who is inside denser medium. Got it now? Now, what happens? If you draw one normal line here again, correct now? If you draw one normal line. If you draw one normal line here, what will happen? This ray has to bend towards the normal. Where it is going to bend? It is bending, not towards the normal. It will bend away from the normal. Got it now? This will bend away from the normal. So, due to refraction, second refraction, it is going to bend the normal. So, this will become I dash. Got it now? This will become I dash. Now, one thing you observe, let me take like this. This is O, this is I. After refraction through second surface, I dash. So, for this observer, this virtual object was supposed to form here in his eyes. He was supposed to see this virtual object at this position, but due to slab, he is seeing here. Are you understanding? For whom? For observer, he was supposed to see the object at this point, but he is seeing where? He is seeing at point I dash. Are you understanding this? He is seeing at point I dash. This is a object ray, virtual object. Are you understanding? Now see here, one thing, if I talk about refraction through surface 1. Refraction through surface 1, what will happen? If you talk about that, refraction through surface 1, this is the object distance x1. Let us consider this distance as d1. Got it now? Let us consider this distance as d1 or here. I will write it as, what is that? This is a slab, right? What is the slab having thickness? T. So this will be object distance. Object distance d1 is equal to x. Got it now? d1 will be equal to x. Distance from the first surface to the object. How much? X. So, for first surface, if this will act like a real depth, what is the apparent depth for the first surface? I will be the apparent depth. What will be the apparent depth? I will be the apparent depth. So, let us consider this distance as d2. Are you understanding? This is d2. So, for refraction through surface, real depth What is that? Real depth is how much? d1, which is equal to x. So apparent depth will be how much? Apparent depth will be how much? d2, which will be equal to mu into x. Which will be equal to mu into x. Got it now? So this is the apparent depth which is going to happen for this image. This one. If you look at the second surface, if you look at the, forget about first surface, leave the first surface. For first surface, who is an object? For second surface, who is an object? I1 is an object. Ray was supposed to fall here. Due to second surface, it is falling at I dash. Correct? Now? It is falling at I dash. So, if I write this, what is that? Refraction through surface. I am going to rub this observer. Refraction through surface 2. If I talk about refraction through second surface, what will happen? What is this distance? See here. For second surface, this is a real object. Sorry, real height or real depth, and this is apparent depth. Yes or no? From point second surface to I1 dash is the apparent depth. From point second surface to I is the real depth. It was supposed to form here. Due to the second surface refraction, shifting has taken place from I to I1 dash. I dash. So, from I to I dash, how to write here? So, for second surface, what is the real depth? This is the real depth for observer. Observer is standing somewhere here. This is a virtual object. So, virtual light is coming like this from incident ray object where the observer is standing. For him, this was the position where object was supposed to see. But due to refraction to second surface, he is seeing at I dash. So, when it is happening, if I consider this as d1 dash, what is d1 dash? Distance from I to first surface, and let me consider this as how much? I dash from second surface as d2 dash. Are you understanding? This is air and this is also air. Here what is the medium? Air is the medium. So if you calculate refraction, so what is the real depth for second surface? For second surface, real depth is d1 dash. How much it is? d1 dash. You don't know. Correct now? Let us keep as is. And what is apparent depth? d1 dash you can write. See, d1 dash can be written as from here to second surface is d1 dash. From I1 to first surface is d2. So d1 dash can be written as d2 minus t. d2 minus t will give you d1 dash. Correct now? d2 minus t will give you d1 dash. So I will write d2 minus t. What is the dt? d2 is mu into x. So x real will become what? Mu x minus t. X real will become mu x minus t. So I can say that x apparent in this case will be d2 dash, which is less than d1 dash, means d2 dash will be how much? d1 dash divided by mu. It will be d1 dash divided by mu. 100% it has to be d1 dash divided by mu. Correct now? So from this, whatever I wanted to utilize, I utilize from this equation, that is d2 how much mu into x. I'm going to rub this. So if you see here, this is an apparent depth. How much? d2 dash. Apparent depth how much? d1 dash is how much? Mu x minus t divided by mu, which will be equal to x minus t by mu. Same thing. Correct? No? Now if you ask me what is the shift? Shift is happening from O to I dash. From O to I dash is the shift due to virtual object. If an observer is seeing one virtual object is coming here, due to this slab, the virtual object is not being seen here. It is being seen here due to double refraction through glass. This is what we are finding. If observer is standing and looking at this object, if he looks at this object is not seen here. It has been seen here. Correct now? Now see here, d2 dash. I can say that x minus t by mu. Find shift in the slab. Shift due to slab. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, shift due to slab. What is the shift due to slab? If I take S, this will become OI dash. What is OI dash? Look at here. OI dash. This is a D1. I have to minus this one. See here, D2 dash plus T minus D1. Correct now? D2 dash plus T minus D1 will give you this distance. D2 dash means D2 dash is the distance from I dash to second surface. This is the T. So T plus D2 dash minus D1. Correct now? So D2 dash plus T minus D1. Let me find that. So what is that? Yes, total shift will happen. How much? D2 dash plus T minus D1 I said. D2 dash plus T. What is the value of D2 dash? D2 dash is x minus T by mu plus T. X minus T by mu plus T minus D1. What is D1? D1 is x. So x gets cancelled. Again shift will be T into 1 minus 1 by mu, where mu is the refractive index of this glass slab with respect to observer. With respect to observer. This is very important point to be. What is that? Refractive index of the glass slab with respect to observer. Where observer is staying in that medium I am comparing. Are you understanding this? Why that will happen later you will understand once I take the example. So, one thing you are understood, what is that? If you are observing an object through a glass slab having thickness T, either it may be virtual object, either it may be real object. If you are observing the object, what is the shift? Shift will be given as T into 1 minus 1 by mu, where mu is the refractive index of the glass with respect to observer. It is the glass with respect to observer medium. Got it now? So for both cases it happened. Now let us find how to find the direction. To know in what direction shifting is happening every time. So see here, if I take one slab, consider this is an object. The object will go like this, it will bend like this, it will bend like this. You can see here, this is the image formed in the first case. Correct now? Same thing, take another ray, it will bend like this, again it will bend like this. If you extend these two lines, what is happening? This is a real object. This was for real object. Correct now? Even for virtual object, this is a real object, here observer is there. Got it now? Here observer is there. So shift was happening in this direction. Shifting of the object was happening in this direction. When a real object is there, the light will go here, final image is going to form here. O I dash. Even for second case also, correct now? If you take, what is that? If you take one object, here observer is there, here think that this is a virtual object, correct now? After refraction, it will go like this, again it is going to bend like this, such that final image is formed. Correct now? One thing you have to observe. Same thing happens here. Another ray, if it is coming like this, it will bend like this, then it will go like this. It is not parallel, just I am showing it is bending like this, then it is moving like this. Correct now? It is bending like this and it is moving. Are you understanding? So, the final image shifting also happened in this direction. Even though object is in virtual, this is a virtual case, correct now? Here virtual object. What is this? This is virtual object. So one thing you can understand here, what is that you can understand here? Even though real object, even though virtual object, observer is here, after passing through the glass slab, the shifting, this is heading addition to direction for shift. What is the direction for shift? I can say here, what is that? The direction of the shift, in which direction? The due to slab, in which direction shifting is happening means it is happening in the direction of traveling ray. The direction of the shift will always be happening in the direction of traveling ray. This has to be this, you write down the statement wherever you want, very important statement. What is that? The direction of the shifting in the glass slab will be happening in the direction of traveling ray. See here, object was here, rays were traveling here, observer was here, so the shifting happened in this direction. Here virtual object was coming here, and again in this case observer is here, the object rays are coming here, and still the shifting will happen towards the direction of rays. The direction of the rays are in this direction, so shifting will happen in this direction. You keep remember this point such that immediately you will understand shifting will happen towards right side or left side. If you are here, if the ray is in this direction, shifting will happen. If I make a mirror image of this, you must be able to see. Suppose if I take observer here, the object this side, where shifting will happen, you will get confused. Not to have those confusion, so I am giving you one statement. What is that? The direction of the shifting which happens in the slab will be in the direction of traveling wave. Are you understanding? From O to I dash here also from O to I dash. This is what I want to talk about, the direction of shift. Hello guys. Last class we have studied about what? In a glass slab, what is the shift which is going to happen if one side of the slab is object, another side of the slab is observer. So it is given by T into 1 minus 1 by mu, where mu is the refractive index of the slab comparing to the with respect to refractive index of the medium where observer is present, and T is the thickness of the slab. So that we have studied. Now we will extend that part. What is that? Refraction through composite slabs. What is that? Refraction through composite slabs. Imagine two slabs are there, mu1 and mu2. Now, kind of one object I am placing here. One object I am placing here. So, think that this is having thickness T1, this is having thickness T2. We shall find what will be the shift due to these composite slabs. When number of slabs, if I go to keep, what exactly happens? I'll make the same analyzation as I made for slab. Let us see how it is going to happen. Correct? Now see here, observer where? Here is observer. Here is observer. Hold on. Let me write observer here better. So if you see here, this, let us take this surface as surface 1, surface 2, and this surface as surface 3. So, if this light has to reach this observer, it has to make 3 refractions. In this case, when 2 slabs are there, it has to make 3 refractions. One refraction through surface 1, another refraction to surface 2, another refraction through surface 3. Correct now? Let us deal with the refraction for surface 1. See here, refraction for surface 1. What happens? Refraction for surface 1. If you look at this surface, surface 1 will be like this. Here air is there. Correct now? Here let me write, here air is there, and here also medium, let us take air is there. Got it now? So, what is that? If I draw one line, this is an object, one ray will pass. Obviously this will be denser as compared to air. So what happens if I draw one normal line, this ray will bend towards the normal. If it is bending towards the normal, what happens? There is a shift which is going to take place. Let us take this example. If a person is there in mu1, if a person is there in mu1 and is observing this object, see generally what happens? Another ray, 2 rays will go. Another ray will pass like this. Another ray is, one ray is passing like this from the object. So, wherever the coinciding point of incident rays we call what? It is an object. Wherever the coincidence of refracted ray, this is the coincidence of refracted ray. This is one refracted ray. This is one refracted ray. So, image is formed. That is what I usually don't tell this line straight line, but I will be talking about only that line. Correct now? Now, see here, in this case, this is a mu1 having thickness how much? T1. That will come later. What I want to tell, if an observer is inside this mu1 medium, he will see this object as here at point I. He will see this object O at point I. Yes or no? Correct now? If I take the distance as x, from the first surface, what will be this surface? This surface distance, what will be the distance from the first surface? From the normal shift, it will be mu A or mu1 denser medium with respect to rarer medium. Refractive index of mu1 with respect to A into x. Or mu1 into x generally, because this is here. Correct no? Mu1 into x. So if I talk about x real here, x real if I take x, in this case x apparent will be mu1 into x. Mu1 into x means with respect to A, with respect to this medium. Correct now? This is what happens. This is what happens when ray travels from one medium to another. Got it now? Now, see here, if I take this image as I1, let us take this as I1. If I take that image as I1, what is the distance from the first surface? from the first surface distance is mu1 into x. Correct? No? Now this image I1 will act like an object for surface 2. This image I1 will act like an object for surface 2. Yes or no? Yes or no? This image will act like a what is that? Object for surface 2. So if I talk about refraction through surface 2, let us take refraction through surface 2. Correct? I am going to rub this. Let us take refraction surface for 2. If I talk about refraction surface through 2, let me write again. Refraction surface to second. If you see refraction surface to second surface, what happens to the condition? Let's see. See here, this is second surface. Now for second surface, who will be an object? I1 will be an object. Yes or no? I1 will be an object. Let us take this is I1. So this is medium mu1. This is medium mu2. Here you will have two possibilities. One mu2. Mu2 is greater than mu1. Two possibilities will come. We don't know what is that possibility. So I suggest I am going to solve for the condition. What condition? Mu1 is greater than mu2. This is a denser medium. This is rarer medium. I am going to solve. You try to solve this. Mu2 is greater than mu1. Correct? The way I am solving, you try to solve. You are going to get the same expression. What same expression? I am going to find the apparent depth. I am going to find the apparent distance for the object I1. Look at this surface. If you look at this surface, what is I1 acts like an object to this surface. When I1 acts like an object to this surface, I1, see here, this I1 distance from this surface is how much? Mu1x plus T1. Yes or no? Because you see here, if I draw one line, it is going to bend in such a manner. If I extend this image was formed here. Now this ray is going to make incident to the surface 2. Correct? So this surface 2 means I1 will act like an object to this surface. So that is what two surfaces are taken. What will be the object distance here? Object distance is mu1x plus T1. Now see here. This ray mu1x plus T1, if I draw one normal, it is bending away from the normal. Why? This is greater, this is smaller. So what happens? Another image is formed. What is that? I2 image. Correct? That is I2 image. If I measure the distance from surface to this I2 image, this is I2 image. Correct? I am going to measure the I2 image distance from surface 2. How much it will be? Let us see. Correct? Let us see. Now see here. I2 image means here x real is how much? X real is mu1 into x plus T1. Mu1 into x plus T1. Now x apparent. If you talk about x apparent here, x apparent will be how much? See here. This is a real depth we call. This will be apparent depth or apparent distance for I2 because of refraction through second surface from medium 1 mu1 to medium mu2. So this 100% it will be how much? This will be mu times of x real. How much this distance? Mu times of, not mu times, it will be x real divided by refractive index of, now here you have to understand. Refractive index of second medium to first medium or first medium to second medium. You have to understand. You go back to the normal shift. I have taken mu in the previous derivation, mu as denser medium refractive index. Mu as denser medium. In these two cases, what is the denser medium? Mu1 is the denser medium. Correct now? Mu2 is the rarer medium. So here, mu means, what is that mu? Refractive index of denser medium with respect to rarer medium. Are you understanding? Refractive index of denser medium to rarer medium. This will be the case. Now find x apparent. If you find x apparent, what you will get? Let us check. X apparent will be equal to how much? X real, that is mu1 x plus t1 divided by mu1 divided by mu2. Mu1 divided by mu2, that is mu1 divided by correct na? Mu1 divided by mu2, because refractive index of first medium with respect to second medium is mu1 divided by mu2. So here mu1 gets cancelled. This will become, what is that? mu2 into x plus this mu2 will go up, x plus t1 by mu1. Mu2 into x plus t1 by mu1. So this distance, apparent depth for the second surface for the object I1, how much? Object I1 will be how much? This man, mu2 into x plus t1. Now due to second surface, imagine somewhere here it is formed. I2 is formed here. So from this I2, what is this distance from the second surface? It is how much? Mu2 into x plus t1 by mu. X plus t1 by mu. Correct now? This distance will be how much? This distance will be mu2 into x plus t1 by mu1. Sorry, not mu. It is mu. Mu1 is the refractive index of the first medium with respect to A. Are you getting that? So this happens apparent depth. This will be apparent depth for this surface now. This is an object. This is a real depth. This will be apparent depth. Or this is a real distance. This is an apparent distance. If I come to refraction through third surface, let me come to refraction through third surface. See here. Mu2 is greater than mu1 I have written. It is for you. Solve same thing, you will get the same result. What is that? Mu2 into x plus t1 by mu1 into t1 by mu1. This is the value. If I talk about, what is that? Refraction through third surface. In third surface, what is happening? See here, this is mu2 medium, this is air. Where observer is there. Correct now? Where observer is there, that is air. Correct now? Now, think that I2 will act like an object. Correct now? This will go somewhere like this now. Imagine this will go. I will extend this line. This is I2. I2 will act like an object to this mirror. Actually, here, this will be the case. This is a straight line now. It will go like this. Got it now? It will be moving like this. So this is third surface. Got it now? So it was supposed to move like this, but it is moving like this. If I draw one normal line, it will be moving like this. Correct now? Now see here, this I2 will act like an object to third surface. I2 will act like an object to the third surface. Now see here, it is happening like this as I shown here. It is happening in the same manner what I am showing you. If I talk about this real distance from the surface 3, what is the real distance from the surface 3? Surface 3. This distance is mu2 into x plus t1 by mu1 plus t2. So what will happen here? This distance will be mu2 into x plus t1 by mu1 plus t2. This is the real depth. Got it now? This is the real depth. Now see here, if you come again, light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. Again it will bend away from the normal. At last, I is the image form where this observer can see for this object. Where observer can see for this object. I, this will be the last image. So we will find from final surface. This is the first surface for observer. From this surface I am measuring all the depth. Correct now? I will find this distance now. Here x real will be this much. What is that? This will be x real. If I write x real, here what will be x real? So x real will be mu2 into x plus t1 by mu1 plus t2. This will be x real. If I talk about x apparent, what is the? I am seeing from here through this medium. This through medium object is I2. If I see that this object will look like here. So from here I can say x apparent will be x real divided by, this is again shifting is small distance, x real divided by, see how to remember, divided by mu and into mu. As compared to real depth, apparent depth is small means you have to remember it as divided by mu, divided by refractive index. If as compared to real depth, apparent depth is more means you have to multiply refractive index. That is how you have to remember. Got it now? So x real divided by refractive index of denser medium with respect to air. Mu2 with respect to air. Correct now? So see here, what is x real? This is x real. So here if I write mu2 into x plus t1 divided by mu1 plus t2 whole divided by so here mu2 get cancelled. So this overall expression will be how much? X plus correct now? X plus t1 by mu1 with respect to air, correct now? Plus t2 by mu. So this is the apparent depth for these two slabs. Correct now? This is an apparent depth for this. This distance plus due to this slab, what is the apparent depth? T1 by mu1. Due to this, what is the apparent depth? T2 by mu1. Are you understanding this? So this will be the apparent depth for this one. So this distance is how much? This distance. Now real depth minus apparent depth. If I want to do real depth minus apparent depth for this surface. For this surface, only focus on object O, then focus on I. Only focus, now here. Now again it is going to get refracted like this. Somewhere imagine I is formed here. I is formed here. From this surface, this is an apparent depth. For this object, real depth. Correct now? From this surface, this will be apparent depth. For this real, from object to this surface, real depth. When observer sees this object through this composite slab. Correct now? If I rub this, now one thing you can understand, what is that? I am going to come to the conclusion from this now. This is apparent depth. This is apparent depth. So what is the shift here? The shift which is happening is real depth minus apparent depth. This is point I. This is point I. This distance minus this distance will give me OI. Correct now? Now shift to OI is how much? What is real depth? X distance plus T1 plus T2. X distance plus T1 plus T2 minus what is apparent depth? Apparent depth is, this is I1. How much you got? Minus x plus T1 by mu1 plus T2 by mu. Correct now? T2 by mu. So I can say that, what I can say, the shift will be, that is yes, the shift due to this composite slab will be how much? If you take multiplication, this will become cancel. T1 minus T1 by mu1. So you will get T1 into 1 minus 1 by mu1 plus T2 into 1 minus 1 by mu1. So this will be the shift for these two. Look at here. If you look apparent depth, as well as if you look at the total shift due to composite slab, one thing you can give conclusion. What is that conclusion you can give? Means you can see that the total shift of the composite slab is due to shift due to individual slab. This is the shift due to mu1 slab. This is the shift due to mu2 slab. Individual sum of individual shift due to individual slab. So this is about refraction through composite slab. So see here, what diagram I have drawn? Refraction through composite slabs. If like this many number of slabs are there, up to n slabs, and observer is staying at mu naught medium and object is staying at air medium. Air medium means let us take mu min. Correct? Huh? So the total apparent depth is this distance. From the observer first surface I am measuring the apparent depth. This will be real depth. From this point to this point is real depth, and this will be apparent depth. This will be apparent depth. Correct? Huh? From here to here real depth, this will be apparent depth due to this composite slab. How much? Apparent depth is given by how much? X plus. See why I am adding X. Imagine here also one slab is there. Imagine that why I am adding X means, imagine there is one slab having distance X. What is the refractive index of this slab? Mu A. Then this will also act like a slab. Correct? Now this will also act like a slab. So shift due to this slab is how much? X divided by mu with respect to mu naught. Observe. Correct? Now with respect to mu naught plus the refractive index of A with respect to mu naught. Observe. Plus what is this? This was, now I can write refractive index of medium. These are all with respect to air or vacuum we can say. Correct? Now so plus T1, this will be apparent depth. How much? X apparent I can write. It will be T1 divided by refractive index of mu1 with respect to observer plus T2 divided by 2 with respect to observer, then T3 plus T3 divided by mu3 with respect to observer plus Tm divided by mu1 with respect to observer medium. Are you understanding this? Observer medium. It keeps on going like this. It keeps on going like this. Correct? Now, if you talk about shift, the apparent shift due to composite slab. The apparent shift due to composite slab. Yes. Correct? Now, it will be equal to how much? This will be act like a first shift due to air, x into 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of air with respect to observer medium minus, sorry not minus, plus T1 into 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of first medium with respect to observer medium. Usually observer medium and this medium, object medium will be same. If they are not same, this will be the case. Refractive index of air with respect to observer medium. Correct now? Plus goes on up to Tm into 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of what is that? Nth medium with respect to observer medium. With respect to observer. So this will happen for a composite case. So if I solve some numericals, you will understand, you will get an idea about this application of this shifts. Got it now? Here one question we have. Find the apparent depth of the object seen below. Look at this case. Observer is in the medium of 1.8. One object is at the bottom of this slab or another medium having refractive index 2. Correct? in between them again another refractive index having a one medium 1.5 with thickness 15 centimeter. You have to find what is the apparent depth to this guy. So you know that apparent depth solution if I want to write, let me consider this is mu1, this is mu2, this medium as mu1. Mu1 is equal to how much? 1.5, 2, mu2 is equal to 1.5 and mu0 is equal to 1.8. Correct now? So if I consider like that, we know that apparent depth is given by summation of d divided by mu, which means first medium, what is that? It will be T1. If I consider this distance as T1, this distance as T2, I can write T1 divided by mu1 with respect to this medium plus T2 divided by mu2 with respect to this medium. Or you can write this formula as T1 divided by mu1 divided by mu0 plus T2 divided by mu2 divided by mu0. This will be the case. Solve for this. So x apparent will be equal to how much? It will be equal to T1 is how much? 15 centimeter. 15 divided by mu1 by mu0. Mu1 is how much? 1.5. Sorry, 2. 2 divided by 1.8 plus 20 divided. So this is 20 now. This is not 15. This has to be 20. So 20 divided by 2 divided by 1.8, then plus 15 divided by how much? 1.5. 1.5 divided by 1.8. Correct now? Solve for this. I believe this is 18. 2 times now. This will become 18. Correct now? This will become 18 and this will become how much? 18. That means this will become 36 centimeters. Apparent depth will be how much? 36 centimeters. Got it now? What is this 13 centimeter? Sorry, what is this 36 centimeter? If object real depth from this is how much? This is real depth due to this 2 slab. How much it is? 20 plus 15. 20 plus 15. 20 plus 15 is how much? 35. Real depth was 35 centimeter. Now apparent depth is 36 centimeter. So for him this image will look like somewhere here. Still far away. Are you understanding? For him the image will look like somewhere still far away. Are you understanding this? Somewhere below this object. That is the meaning. I am comparing from first surface. I am comparing the depth from first surface from the observer. This one you have to remember. Got it now? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. See here another question we have. Determine the apparent shift in the coin. Also find the effective refractive index of the combination of glass and water. Correct now? This is, imagine this is water. Usually the refractive index, one of them is water and one of them is glass. Got it now? So, I believe 4 by 3 is greater than 3 by 2, right? 4 by 3 is refractive index how much? 3 by 2. 1.33. This is 1.5. So mostly this will be glass, this will be water. No issue, but they have given refractive index. Directly I am writing mu1 and mu2. Here observer is there, he is watching this coin. Find the apparent shift. So apparent shift, solution if I may, apparent shift is given by how much? S is equal to summation of t into 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of the medium with respect to observer medium. Here I will consider is not given the observed medium, I will consider it as A. If I consider it as A, the value of this will be 1. Correct now? So this will be, shift will be how much? Due to this slab, second slab, Or let us take first slab. Due to first slab, shift will be T1 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu1 with respect to air. Air value is 1. Correct now? Then plus T2 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu2. So if I solve this, what is T1? 8 centimeter. So 8 into 1 minus how much? 1 minus 1 divided by 4 by 3 plus 4.5 into 1 minus 4.5 into 1 minus 3 by 2. Sorry, not 3 by 2. 1 divided by. Solve. S is equal to what happens? This will go up. 4 minus 3, this will become 8 by 4 plus this will become 4.5 by 2. 2 will go upward, 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 divided by 3 into 4.5. This will become 4. Cancel this. This is 4 1 4 2 this is 3 1 3, 1.5. So S will be equal to 3.5. How much it is? Shift is happening how much? 3.5. Got it now? So you calculated shift. Apparent shift is 3.5 centimeter. Got it now? Apparent shift is 3.5 centimeter. Now let us find effective refractive index. How to find for composite slabs? What is that? Effective refractive index. Effective, basic definition of refractive index you must know. What is that? Here observer is in rarer medium. These are denser medium. Object is in denser medium. So refractive index, effective refractive index will be generally real depth divided by apparent depth. What is now? Real depth divided by apparent depth. Here you have to recognize first what is that, which is real, which is denser, which is rarer. Those things analyzation has to be there compulsory. If you don't have that analyzation, it is very difficult to solve. Correct now? So here, what is real depth? This from this surface, the object coin is here. So this will be real depth from this surface to this. So real depth is how much? 8 plus 4.5 centimeters. This is real depth. What is apparent depth? Let us calculate apparent depth. Apparent depth is given by, for that, T1 divided by mu1 plus T2 divided by mu2. Or another way also calculation is there. Just you know what is that apparent depth. This real depth, this is the depth how much? 3.5 cm. Shift is how much? 3.5 cm. Since the observer is seeing this point from denser to rarer, so what happens? That coin will usually look him upward because he is in rarer medium. So that is why coin was here. 3.5 centimeter shift is happening here. Correct now? 3.5 centimeter shift is happening here. So if you want to calculate, this will be apparent depth. Whatever the hand I am showing, this will be apparent depth. This will be apparent depth. This minus, what is that? 12.5 minus 3.5. How much it is? 12.5 minus 3.5. I believe it is 9 centimeter. Correct now? Even if you solve like this, you will get 9 centimeters. See here. Apparent depth is how much? T1 is how much? T1 is in this case 8. 8 divided by, with respect to air, this refractive index of the medium is 1 only. So 8 divided by 4 divided by 3 plus 4.5 divided by 3 divided by 2. This 3 will go upward, this will become 6 plus this 2 will go upward, this will become 1 point, how much this is? 1.5 into 2, that is 3. So this will become how much? 9 centimeters. This will become 9. This also will become 9 centimeter. So this will become 9 centimeter. So what is that? Effective refractive index will be 12.5 divided by 9. 12.5 divided by 9. What is the answer? It has to be 1.39. So the effective refractive index between these two is 1.39. We have another question. Calculate the shift for a given object. There is one object here, one observer is there. You can observe observer is staying at the different refractive index of the medium, and the object is staying at different refractive index of the medium. In between them, glass slabs are there. How to find? Find the shift. Very easy, I believe. What is that? S is equal to summation of T into S is equal to summation of T into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. For this case, now I will imagine this is also one slab. I will imagine this is a slab. What is the distance? Has he given any distance for this? He has not given any distance. Sorry, he actually has given in the question how much? 20 centimeter. This distance has given. Please note it. How much? 20 centimeter. So I will imagine this is a slab having a 20 centimeter and mu is equal to 4 by 3. Correct now? Let us take this slab as refractive index of A. This is let us take this is mu1, this is mu2, mu3, mu4, this is mu0. According to this, if I take this as a T1, T2, T3, T4, this will become what? T1 into 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of medium with respect to observer, mu1 with respect to observer, plus T2 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu2 with respect to observer goes on up to T4 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu4 with respect to observer. If I solve for this, refractive index of the first medium with respect to second medium, correct now? I can write this one as this one here only I am going to write. What is that? If I can write like this, I can write this one as better. What is that? Mu1 divided by mu0. This will become mu2 divided by mu0. mu2 divided by mu0 plus what is that? T3 is equal to 1 minus 1 divided by mu3 divided by mu0 with respect to refractive index of that medium I said. Correct now? This will become like this. Got it? This will become like this. Now here T1 20 centimeter. So 20 into 1 minus 1 into mu0 will go up. What is the value of mu0? 3 by 2. 3 by 2 whole divided by mu1, 4 by 2. Correct now? This is a different step. This is a different step. Plus how much? T2. T2 is how much? T2 is, this is T2. T2 is how much centimeter? 30. So 30 into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 divided by 1. Mu0 value is how much? 3 by 2. So this 3 by 2 will go up. I will write like plus T3. What is that? T3. Okay, the formula only I have written up to T3 plus T4. It has to become T4. This goes on up to T4. Wait guys, 1 minute. Let me write this formula very clearly first. Better. Plus T3 divided by 1 minus 1 divided by mu3 divided by mu0 plus T4 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu4 divided by mu. This will be the formula. Got it now? This will be the formula. If I substitute all the values, you are going to get the answer. Are you understanding? I'll keep this answer for you, or let me solve. What is that? Correct now? This will be the formula. Keep remembered. I'm going to rub right now. Keep remembered. I'm going to rub right now. What is that? So S is equal to T1. T1 is how much? 20 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu1 divided by mu naught. Mu1 is 4 by 3 divided by mu naught. Mu naught will go upside, so into 3 by 2. Check that. If you write in notes, you will understand. Plus, what is that? Mu T2. T2 is how much? 30 into 1 minus 1 into 3 by 2, say 4 divided by 1. Plus 40 into 1 minus 1 divided by, what is the refractive index? 3 by 2. Here also 3 by 2. Because I am taking mu naught upward. Plus, what is that? 6 by 5, no? 50 into 1 minus 1 into 3 by 2 divided by how much? Here 6 by 5. 6 by 5. This will be the case. Solve for this. If you solve for this, how much you get? See here, this is 3, this 2 will come down, 8, 3, correct now? So 20 into 1 minus 9 by 8 plus, this will become 3 by 2 only, so 30 into 1 minus 3 by 2 plus, this will get cancelled, 3 by 2 will get cancelled, 1 minus 1 0 plus 0 plus 50 into 1 minus, this will go down to, so 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja, so this is shortcut I will write, what is that? This 2 is there, this 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja, so 4, this will be 5, so this will become 5 divided by 4. If you solve for this, 5 divided by 4 you will get. Are you understanding? If you solve for this, 5 divided by 4. So solve for this, how much you will get? 8 minus 1, 9. 8 minus 9, minus 1. Minus 1 means minus 20 by 8. This will become minus 20 by 8. Minus 20 by 8. Next. Here, how much? Minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. So this will become minus 30 by 2. This is 20 by 8. This will be 30 by 2. Correct now? Minus 30 by 2. This is 0. This will be how much? Minus 1 by 4. No? Minus 1 by 4. Minus 50 by 4. This you will get minus 50 by 4. So the shift will be how much? You multiply here with 4 with here 2. So 3 4 is 120, 100. 100 plus 120, 220. 220 plus 20, 240. Minus 240 by 8. Minus 240 by 8. So this will be how much? Minus 30 centimeters. How much it is? Minus 30 centimeters. Minus 30 centimeter means what? See here, observer is 1.5. This is how much? 6 by 5. 5 1 is 1.2. 1.5. 1. This is how much? 1.3. So one thing you can observe, the object is in denser, rarer medium, the observer is in denser medium. When observer is in denser medium, object is in rarer medium. What is happening to this one? What is happening to this? What is that? You can. What is happening to image? Image is moving towards left side. Image is moving towards left side. This negative sign indicates that way. What it indicates? The image is moving towards left side. Are you understanding? How can you say? Look at the direction I have shown. I have shown direction for the shift which is going to take place in the slab. Always direction takes place towards the slab. Here direction has to be towards the slab, but it is, I am getting negative answer means it has to take opposite to the slab. Got it? This will be the problem. One different scenario we have. Calculate the shift for a given virtual object. You see here, for this slab on virtual object, usually observer will be here, object will be here. But in this case, virtual object is in front of observer. Actually, object is somewhere. The light rays are coming from this side, here only. But virtual object is going to form. How to calculate the shift here? Once light change is there, that is why I have picked up this problem. See here, this is air medium, this is air medium, this is mu. So generally, what is that? Shift. Shift, if you look at this, it is given by T into 1 minus what is that? Summation of T into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. This summation will be there. Here, instead of this object was here means I could have considered this is separate slab. Since it is here, still I will consider this is a separate slab of having distance x. But what I will take? I will take minus x. Because from this, if I am taking object plus x this side I am going to take minus x. For this, the equation of this, what is that? The equation will be, what is that? This object is in the air only. Yes or no? This object is in the air only. So, I can say this is minus x. The thickness is minus x. I don't know where is the object. So, I will consider this side minus x thickness into 1 minus 1 divided by how much? Mu. Refractive index of air with respect to air. Correct now? Refractive index of air with respect to air. So, plus. Then what? Then you can see that due to this thickness of the slab. First, this thickness of the slab, I will imagine this side it is there having minus x distance. If this is given data x, I will imagine here minus x, this object is here. So this is one slab, this is one slab, plus what is that? T, thickness. T into how much? 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of the medium with respect to air. So here refractive index of the air with respect to air is going to become 1. So this will become 0. So this will become P into 1 minus 1 divided by. So even the virtual object you are thinking, the shift due to observer will be how much? The shift in the observer due to this slab will be how much? T into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. It only depends on the observer medium. Are you understanding? If observer medium and object medium are same, this what is that? Either it may be real object or virtual object. The shift is independent of this. What is that? Type of an object. Either it may be a virtual object or real object. Got it now? This is what I am trying to tell. Let me take one numerical on this. If virtual object is there, you will consider this is one slab towards left side and you will solve. This is how you have to solve. Okay? Calculate the shift for virtual object. Mu1 is equal to 1, mu is equal to 3 by 2, mu is equal to 4 by 3. This is an observer. See here, this thickness is 30 centimeter, our virtual object is 50 centimeter. I will imagine this 50 centimeter this side such that I will imagine a slab which is having 50 centimeter this side and that will I will consider it as a slab. You can do that. Correct now? So when I do that, this will act like a slab in this direction. I can take, see geometrically, mathematically it is going to come. How it is going to come, you will understand it. Anyhow, to make you understand that concept, I am solving this. Correct now? What is the shift here? Shift is summation of T into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. In this case, first shift is due to this slab which is present towards left side having refractive index how much? 1. Having refractive index 1. So, I will consider this is mu1, this is mu2, this is mu0. Got it now? So, since it is a virtual object, it will become minus x into 1 minus 1 divided by refractive index of the first medium with respect to what? With respect to mu naught. With respect to mu naught. Plus second thickness is how much? It is, let us take this one as T1x now, this one as the T1. So here it will become T1 into what is that? T2. Let us take T2. Let us take T2 because I have taken T2 mu2 there. T2 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu2 divided by, this will become the case. Solve for this. What is that? It will be equal to minus 50 into 1 minus 50 into 1 minus mu naught. Mu1 is how much? 1. Mu naught is 4 by 3. So 1 into 4 by 3. 1 into 4 by 3 whole divided by 1 plus whole divided by 1 plus this is equal to minus 50 into 1 minus 1 into 4 by 3 divided by 1 plus that is 30. 30 into 1 minus 1 into 4 by 3 divided by how much? 3 by 2. So if you solve for this, how much you will get? You will get S is equal to, this is 4 by 3, 3 minus 1 4, minus of minus it will become plus, so minus 1 by 3 plus 50 by 3, 50 by 3 plus this is 9, 8 by 9, 8 by 9 plus 30 divided by 9. 8 by 9 30 divided by 9. Check it properly. Check it properly. 4 by 3 minus 1 by 3. 50 by 3. 8 by 9. 9 minus 8. How much? 1. 1 divided by 9. 30 by 9. Multiply by 3. So S is equal to how much you will get? 3 3 is 9. 50 by 9. 50 by 9 plus 30 by 9. How much it is? $80 by 9. How much? 80 by 9. This will be the answer. Sorry, not 80 by 9 into 3 I have to make, right? 180 by 9. 180 by 9, 9 1 is 9 27. It has to be 27. Got it now? See here, one more problem. Find the distance of the final image formed by the mirror. Correct now? Where is the final image formed by the mirror? Once if you look at this, the object distance is how much? 21 centimeter. The object distance is 21 centimeter. Correct now? Now, to form an image by the mirror, he is asking only mirror. Try to understand. Find the image formed by the mirror. He is not asking find the image formed by the mirror as observed by the observer. That is not it. Find the image formed by the mirror. Formed by the mirror, this mirror will make image where? This is what it is asking. See here, when to happen that from object one light ray has to go here. So when it goes here, some shift will happen towards this side because this slab direction of traveling ray is this direction 100%. This object, some shift will happen. Correct now? After shifting happens, that light ray will go and get incident on the spherical mirror and it will come back. Correct now? Now first I will find what is the shift. What is the shift of this ray of this object when it passes this slab? What is the shift of this object when it passes through this slab? I will find that, and direction I know because this is the direction of what is that? This is the direction of traveling ray. So 100% the shift will be towards the slab or towards the traveling ray. I have given the direction. Correct? So I know shift is towards this direction. That is why first I will calculate shift. Shift is given by T into 1 minus 1 by mu. Refractive index of this medium with respect to air. Observer is in air. So this will become how much? T is 3. 3 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. Mu is 3 by 2. This will become 3 by 2. It will become 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 means this will become how much? S is equal to 1 centimeter. S is equal to 1 centimeter means this will be 1 centimeter. So now this, after this, for this mirror, he is not an object. Who is an object? I will be an object for the mirror. I will be an object for the mirror. So what is the distance of this I? 20 centimeters. Find the distance of final image formed by the mirror is asking. By the mirror, what is this distance? This distance is U, object distance for this mirror. Object distance is 20 centimeter. Actually, I have not written in the question. Here, radius of curvature for this is also 20 centimeter. The radius of curvature for this also it is 20 centimeter. So, the image formed, once you know R, what you can find? You can find F. What is it? You can find F. So, here, you can find F. This ray will come back and again image is going to form. But he is not asking as observed by the observer. After this, find the final image formed by the mirror. Final image formed by the mirror means this mirror, from this, what I can calculate? I know two formulas. What is that? We know mirror formula. What is that mirror formula? What is that mirror formula? So this ray will, what is that mirror formula? Anyhow, this ray will get reflected back. Somewhere image is formed. Correct? Somewhere image is formed. We don't know where it is formed, but we can calculate that. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by V. Here F is equal to R by 2. So how much it is? 10 centimeters. So here find V. If I take this direction as negative side, so focal length is negative, radius of curvature, focal length will be negative, object distance will be negative. What is object distance? Minus 20 centimeters. So this will be equal to what? 1 by minus 10 will be equal to 1 by minus 10 will be equal to 1 by V minus 1 by V plus 1 by minus 20. 1 by V plus 1 by minus 20. So, see here. Now I can write, what is that? V will be equal to how much? Take that side, it will become plus 1 by 20. 1 by V is equal to 1 by 20 minus 1 by 10. This will become how much? V is equal to into 2 you do into 2 minus 2 plus 1 minus 1 minus 20 centimeters. So the object is also formed at minus 20 centimeters. Are you understanding? This is image formed by the mirror. Final image formed by the mirror. After this, again here, minus 20 centimeter means what I am trying to tell you. Of course, a second refraction will happen. Who knows? But he is asking final image formed by the mirror. So I just calculated image formed by the mirror. Just I calculated image formed by the mirror. After that, this image light ray will come here again. Second refraction takes place. I am not worried about that. I just formed final image formed by the mirror. Here one situation is there. What is that? One object is here. Got it now? One object is here. And obviously somewhere observer will be here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for us. There is one plane mirror here. Between this object and plane mirror, one slab we have kept. Correct now? Having thickness 20 cm, refractive index mu is equal to 1.5. You have to find the position of the image. You have to find the position of the image relative to mirror as seen by an observer through glass slab. If an observer is here, he has to see this object in the mirror. If this observer sees this object in the mirror, what will be the position of the image relative to mirror? Somewhere he will see this observer, instead of seeing this object in the mirror, he will see somewhere. Where he will see, we will analyze. So you have to find that position, comparing the distance, comparing with the distance of distance from the plane mirror. Comparing the distance from the plane mirror. We have to find that. Got it? We have to find it. Let us find that. Let us find that. See here. This person has to see through the mirror. Correct now? That means this person is not seeing this object directly, he is seeing through the mirror. First the object ray has to go here and it will make certain, what is that? Refraction, and it will go here. So for this, for the first shift of the normal, for the first shift through the slab, what will happen? Image I is formed here. What is I image? Image I is formed after the first time passing through this slab. And this ray will get reflected. Again it will pass through this slab. Correct now? And it will come somewhat like this and it is going to reach. Oh, this looks so good. It will get deviated. Got it now? It will get deviated and it is going to reach the observer eye. So if you look at the overall journey of a light will make 2 times shift through the slab. Yes or no? Light will make 2 times shift through the slab. If I say this is the first shift due to first slab, correct now? Shifting due to first refraction, that means shifting takes place due to 2 times refraction, sorry, not 2 times refraction. Here 2 times shift through the slab is going to take place, I said. One, first time when the object reaches the mirror, then the reflected ray comes from the mirror to the observer. 2 times shifting will happen. Well, for the first time shifting will happen, this is the direction of traveling ray. So the shift will move towards this direction. Yes or no? How much it will move? This much. What is that? This one. Let us take first shift. If I calculate first shift, what I will do? First shift, if I calculate, if I take this is S1, first shift, if I take S1, S1 will be equal to how much? S1 will be equal to T into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. In this case, these are air, so this will be 20 into 1 minus 1 divided by mu is 1.5. 1.5 I can write 3 by 2. 1.5 I can write 3 by 2. So this will become 20 by 3. So after this light ray from the object passing through this slab, how much shift it is going to make towards this direction? 20 by 3. So this is 20 by 3. If this is 20 by 3, now this I will act an object to this mirror. Correct now? I will act an object to this mirror. I is an object to this mirror, not O. Correct? No? So when I is an object to this mirror, what is the distance of I? This is 40 centimeter. This is S1. Correct? No? So S1 is 20 by 3. So object distance for mirror, what is the object distance? U is equal to 40 minus 20 by 40 minus 20 by 3 will become how much? 100 by 3 centimeters. So this distance is how much now? This distance will be 100 by 3 centimeters. 100 by 3. So obviously, if this is 100 by 3 centimeter means after reflection, this ray will form somewhere here. This ray will form somewhere here. S1 is equal to how much? 20 by 3. Huh? This ray, it has to be extended. Somewhere here, if I take this one as I will take this one as I1. Correct? Now, what will be this distance again? This distance will be 100 by 3 centimeters. This distance also will be 100 by 3 centimeters. This is 100 by 3. This is 100. Now, this ray will act an object to this slab. It will get refracted. This light, this object I1 is going through the slab. Of course, I have drawn curve. Don't worry, it is a straight line. It is going through the slab. So, I1 will act an object to this slab. So, I1 is acting through the slab means after passing through the slab, if you extend the line, if you extend this line, here is the final image formed as seen by an observer. Correct? No? Here is the final image is formed as seen by the observer. So again you see the direction of shift. Object is here, traveling ray is here. So the shifting of the image takes place towards the direction of traveling. I must calculate this height. For second shift, correct? Now this is for first shift. I will calculate for second shift. For second shift, this is the depth, correct? No? I don't want depth, I believe. I want just this depth. S2. So S2 is given by T into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. That's it. T into 1 minus 1 divided by mu. So again, how much you will get? Shifting for the second time. Again, you will get how much? Same thing. 20, 1 minus 1 divided by 3 by 2, which will be equal to 20 by 3 centimeters. So, S2 is shifted here by how much? 20 by 3 centimeter in this depth. Already I know. This after passing through the slab, it will shift the object towards the slab by 20 by 3. Simply I done extra work here. Already I calculated. Here also 20 by 3. Now, if this is a 20 by 3, what will be this distance? This is 20 by 3, this is 100 by 3. So this is the position of final image as seen by an observer. This is the final image as seen by an observer. You have to calculate the position of this image relative to mirror. That is why you need to calculate this distance. This is 100 by 3 centimeter. This is 20 by 3 centimeter. So how much this distance will be? 80 by 3 centimeter. So how much answer? Answer will be 100 by 3 minus 20 by 3. 100 by 3 minus 20 by 3. It will be 80 by 3. Understood? 80 by 3. Nothing formulas, only concept. By looking at that only you have to say. See, first it will shift towards this side by 20 centimeter. So how much? 40 divided by 40 minus 20 by 3. This total is 40. The shifting is 20 by 3. 100 by 3. Correct? 100 by 3 centimeter image is formed this direction due to mirror. Now this mirror will image of this mirror will act an object to this slab. Again shifting will happen after the slab. How much shifting? Towards this direction again 20 by 3. So this is 20 by 3 means this will be 100 by 3 minus 20 by 3. How much it is? 80 by 3. Very simple question. Here is one situation. Find the position of final image. Find the position of final image. Here one slab is there having 1.5 refractive index. Thickness is 6 cm. One side of the surface is silver. Correct now? Object is here. Where is final image is formed? So if you look at the journey of an object, here observer will be standing. Here observer will be standing. And he has to see the final image location. Correct now? Anyhow, see first what will happen? One ray will go like this. And it will have a reflection. Correct now? Again, what is that? It will reflect back. Such that first shift will happen while going through the slab. After reflection, again, second time shifting will happen through the slab. I have to consider like that. Correct now? First time shifting will happen through the slab. Then again, second time shifting will happen through the slab. This is how I need to consider. Since it is at the surface, the light travel is happening through the surface. Correct now? Through the slabs. One shift while traveling from left side to right side. Again after reflection it will travel from right side to left side. There will be another shift. So two shift, apparent shifts will happen due to slabs when the light ray travels from object and gets reflected back. Same concept. After passing through first slab, what is the shift? Direction of the ray is in this direction. Somewhere shift will happen here. Let us take the shift is I1. What is that? I1. I can calculate that. This is S1. This is the shift S1. How much? If I calculate shift for S1, S1 is T into 1 divided by 1 minus 1 divided by mu. S1 is equal to T how much? T is 6 into 6 into 1 minus 1 divided by 1.5, 3 by 2. 2 will go up, 3 minus 2, it is 1 by 3, 3. This will become 2 centimeters. So the shifting is happening here how much? 2 centimeters. If shifting is happening 2 centimeters, what will be this distance? I1 distance after the slab, after passing through the slab, the object shifted to I1. Object shifted to I1. Now this I1 will act as an object to this mirror, this silver surface mirror. What is this distance? 28 centimeter plus 36 centimeter plus 6 centimeter. How much? 36 centimeter. 36 centimeter minus 2. Correct now? Or else here, sorry. If you calculate, this is I1 I said. This one I said I1. Somewhere it is shifted image. How much? I1. Here is an I1. Now if you ask me what is this distance? This is 28 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. Correct now? This is 28 centimeter. Let me take this shifting. Somewhere near, let me take here. This is I1. Correct now? It is shifted. So this is how much? This is 2 centimeter shifting has happened. S1 is 2 centimeter. So what will be this distance now? This is 28, this is 2 centimeter, this will be 26. So from I1 to first surface is 26 centimeter because this is 28 centimeter, shift from this object happened 2 centimeter. This will be 26. This is 26 centimeter plus thickness of the slab 6 centimeter. How much it is? 32 centimeter. So the image formed due to object I1 will act like an object to this mirror. I1 will act like an object to this mirror. Due to this I1 is having a distance of 32 centimeter from this mirror, 26 plus 26. Correct? So the image behind the mirror, with what distance it will form? It will form 26, 32 centimeters. Now this image formed due to mirror will act as an object when the light passes through this direction. Correct? Will act like an object when the light passes from this direction to this direction. So again there is a refraction going to take place through the slab. See, if it is traveling like this, traveling direction is this side. So the final image somewhere shifting will happen towards the slab in this direction. Who is the object for this slab when coming from this side to this side? I2 is the object. So after shifting, instead of seeing here, you will see here. Observer, you will see here. So how much you will see? What is the shift? 2 centimeter. Here also shift will happen 2 centimeter. So the distance of the position of the image from the mirror will be this x. X will be how much? X will be 32 minus 2. X is equal to 36. So the position of the final image from the mirror will be 30 centimeter as seen by the observer. Got it now? I believe you have understood. This is something about normal shifts. Okay? Thank you guys.